repeat, it's Sunday. I feel like Sundays call for spirit dust. And I gotta say, I have it here in my Totoro mug with my Bustelo coffee, and I really like the taste of it. It's a little bit chocolatey flavored. I don't know if I'm detecting that. This says, spirit dust is a divine edible formula alchemized to help you unwind, expand peaceful awareness, and align with bliss. Mixed with 8 ounces of hot or cold water, nut milk, coffee, tea, or smoothie. So I'm consuming it correctly. And in one sachet, one sachet includes a proprietary blend of goji powder, of goji berry extract, organic astragalus membranous extract, organic reishi, red sage, longan extract, and stevia. So stoked for that. But guys, you got me doing a bad thing. Last night, I cracked into this. I can't quit. OMG. I consumed probably an ungodly amount of this last night. It is so good. I made like a tofu veggie soup on the stove, and to make my broth, I've been seasoning just water with fresh ginger and sea vegetables to salt the water. This you can eat straight out of the packet. It is so good. So good. But it's got like 15% of your iron. It's supposedly laden with B vitamins. 20% of your daily B6 allowance. 6% of your daily chromium allowance. Riboflavin, selenium. It's mineral. It's quite mineral rich. I'm sure you're not really, it says you can eat it this way. I'm sure this is not like the best way to eat it. I just put it in the water last night to season it, and then I started eating it straight. Oh my God, I gotta stop. It's almost slightly salty and sweet. There's a subtle sweetness to it that I'm really enjoying. So that is by far one of my new favorite sea vegetables. But anyways, I'm making cauliflower oats on the stove. I've got the steel cut version going, so getting fancy. And I got my natural calm here, so life is good. Oh, update on the expanded blackout curtage. OMG, made an even bigger difference last night. I think that guy did an excellent job. I'm just loving my color scheme in here with the grays and everything. So yeah, that's about as decorous as I'm gonna get in here. That's about as HGTV as I'm gonna get in here, guys. I don't like a lot of decor and stuff like that, so these at least serve a purpose. But yeah, I was kind of thinking of doing some closet purging, making sure there isn't any clutter, and kind of revamping, see if there isn't anything I can't get rid of. But yeah, I find closet purging periodically to be one of the most relaxing things. And I don't acquire much stuff. Mostly, if you've noticed, what I buy is mostly food that I subsequently ingest. So that's how I'm able to occupy minimal space on this earth. Update on guys, the Hydro Boost, I really noticed a difference. The 2 days that I wasn't using it, the 2 or 3 days that I went without it, when that jar was empty, coming in now, just washing my face this morning and touching my skin, I really feel a difference. Like, I swear, the texture of my skin since starting differin and starting using the Hydro Boost, it's like I've got baby new skin. I swear, it's really, both of those ingredients have really just made a huge difference. I feel like my skin is a lot healthier and less dull, which is great because, and you know what else? Because of you all, I'm doing a lot better with all-around sun protection. I'm not just relying on my sunscreen. I'm really doing the hats and everything a little, not as good as I could be, but doing it much better. Someone asked me on Instagram about if you put sunscreen on a child and send them to school, is it still good by the time they get to recess? No, you need to reapply. So these are the raw cashews that I got in my Vitacost haul. I just store them in a mason jar in my refrigerator. That's how I store nuts. And I just got some here in this little smaller jar, and I'm soaking them in. I'm soaking 1/4 cup of them in some water, and I'm gonna soak them for a couple of hours. Then I'm gonna probably make some cashew milk out of these. So yeah, I'm really a fan of making my own nut milk. But my cauliflower oats are just about done. So since my cauliflower oats recipe video that I posted a while back went up, I've made, I make little adjustments and tweaks based on the, you can kind of, so that video is sort of a template for how to do this, but flavor profile wise, you can kind of mix things up, add different things. I mean, it's really versatile, and I'm essentially addicted. Today I did half a serving of steel cut oats and half a serving of plain rolled oats, a serving of cauliflower, and 1 tablespoon of the rice protein, cinnamon, ginger, and cardamom. To sweeten it, I just added a few drops of the sweet leaf coconut one. I'm really liking this flavor, guys. So far, so good. I'm doing sort of a tropical theme here. I topped them with a little bit of the Truvia brown sugar, some slices of banana, some of the powdered coconut milk that I get on Vitacost, and a few almonds, and a little bit of extra seed. Well, hey guys, did you have a nice little nap there? I had to put you on the charge-a-doodle, and while you were resting, I did a little purging and tidying up of my workspace, and I'm quite proud of it. I went over to my mom's house yesterday, and I was just like totally envious of how soothing and relaxing her desk setup is. My mom is like housekeeping goals always. She's very good at organizing and cleaning, and just like, she has a special touch. So I spent some time just now like going through my little quote-unquote desk space here and purging even more and getting rid of just like clutter that had built up. So I feel like I've got a pretty good blank template. I'm still like hating this light here, and I haven't come up with any solution for that. I think I complained about this to you guys like, I don't know, maybe 4 months ago. Yeah, it's still a sore spot for me. It's just basically, I don't know what would be a good replacement light for that hideous thing. I went ahead and I decided to flip this over. This is what I was using to camouflage my hideous like modem doohickey thing and all those hideous cords. I flipped it over and started to use it to just kind of display. I think my old iPad and my iPad mini little cases are pretty colors, and then I like these pens that I write with, so I wanted to have those out. This way I can just see what writing utensils I have rather than scrambling for them. And then my phone here is charged, but I just have him in this little grippy doodle thing that my mom gave me a while ago, so I can kind of see the screen and reply to you guys as you chime in. Yeah, I did that, and now, because I was just decluttering, I sort of worked up an appetite, and because I am just kind of going through things, I think I'm going to try out this protein bar that I got the other day at the vitamin shop on clearance. It's the organic protein Orgain bar. I think I'm going to have this as a snack. And I love to slice a banana in half and then eat it like on a stick, like a hot dog. This is the chocolate chip cookie flavor. And okay, so it is made with both brown rice and pea protein. You could probably make this yourself, as well as ground chia seed. It has organic chocolate chips, it has almonds, and it's sweetened with erythritol. It has 10 grams of protein and 6 grams of fiber and 5 grams of fat. So it's relatively balanced for a snack bar, something like this. I'm glad I didn't spend a ton of money on this and got it on clearance, so we'll try it here. Probably would not repurchase, but it's not terrible. It's not as bad as the vegan pate, which I am making my way through slowly.
We're never done with it. You like it?
But
It's not supposed to be easy, all 13 sides, because there are 13 sides to it. Oh, and Gorilla. Instead of, say, some other regions like North Korea.
You saw that correct. I went rogue and combined dashies. I got the extra spicy and the Southwest Chipotle here in one tube to consolidate, because they're similar profiles and there's really not even that much of this left. And yet another good use for these cracked lids is space for the week. This is my favorite like easy meal prep, I guess you will, is to do this, you know, because it takes like literally 10 minutes. It takes maybe 10 minutes to prepare, and then I just cook the tofu on a baking sheet and at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. It's not an exact science. And then I've got it for the week. So yeah, I just did 2 of those house food tofus that I like. The other thing I did last night while you all were in bed behind the scenes is to pre-spiralize up my zucchinis. So each of these containers is 2 spiralized zucchinis worth, and I can just kind of grab these by the handful as a week. Well guys, I'm in what used to be formerly referred to as the closet of doom that has just gotten exponentially better. But I was just kind of going through and inventorying if there was anything else I could get rid of. There's my skincare haul there. I've got some stuff in there to use up that I'm still making my way through. But yeah, here's a Goodwill bag. I have a zhuzh in there. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, these baskets up here, I think I may employ one of those perhaps to collate my t-shirt towels in the bathroom in some sort of organized, tidy fashion. Tofu just came out of the oven. I flipped all the pieces and I'm gonna put it in for another 20 minutes, but looks good. Well guys, I've really made quite a bit of progress in decluttering. I'm really pleased with myself. Check it out. I kind of tidied up some of my pantry as well. All of those are my dashies and some other seasonings that I use. My nutritional yeast, I know I'm going to use this up tonight. And then salad dressings and sort of things in the back that are surplus. And then these are all the unopened containers, if you will. I got to crack into them and divvy them up into mason jars. I have this container that was empty and doing nothing, so I took it upon myself to organize all of my kitchen towels that I've cleaned, and that way they're here and accessible and they're not piling up and getting confusing. So, and then I'm just repurposing the Bustelo cans. Here I've got all my sea vegetables in there. So yeah, some semblance of order in there. And I also took advantage of the fact that the oven was on, and I just took the rest of my asparagus and put a little low sodium vegetable broth in the bottom of this loaf pan and steamed it in the oven for, I don't know, 10 minutes. And simultaneously I'm also cooking some sweet potatoes in there that I just have wrapped in foil. And then what else have I been doing? Oh, check out what was formerly my junk drawer here. It has completely been tidied. This is just some gum, aluminum foil, and he's hanging out here for reasons that are unclear, and then some Costco receipts that I'm just holding on to for a few days till I can upload them into my receipt app. And this is something my mom gave me that I keep meaning to give a try. It's the Cerama Bright cooktop cleaner. So yeah, I'm forever battling the wipe and smear of the cooktop. I know earlier I lamented the fact that I hate the granite countertop issue. I also despise those cooktops, mainly because they don't offer the same level of control, in my opinion. I mean, I'm no professional chef or anything, as a gas stove. I absolutely love gas stoves, but apparently we don't have that capacity here, so I'm stuck with that thing. And I just don't like it because I feel like I can't manipulate the temperature rapidly. Yeah, that is what's going on. I'm just jabbing into Hagen here. Well guys, I am feeling quite accomplished today. I mean, just look out at the serenity space here in my living room. I mean, it is just, the curtains are up. There's not a unnecessary object in sight. And I've got my tidy little space there, and I just love the look of like No unnecessary objects. So what I just did is essentially chopped up an onion, a carrot, also a little bit of fresh ginger and some pepper. And I'm just gonna basically slow cook it here on the stove in my Le Creuset crock. And while I'm at the gym doing my run. And when I get back, after I get done chatting with you all I'm gonna do is throw my zucchini noodles in there that I spiralized up earlier, and then let them steam down. And I'll also add some kombu to salt the water. And then I will throw in my spicy tofu, and I will have tofu noodle soup, just like chicken noodle soup, only with a little spice thrown in there. And then I'm also gonna have a salad for dinner with the red bell pepper I chopped up earlier this week, and some of the asparagus, and some of that delicious Hillary's salad dressing. Okay, wash the pillowcase day. So I'm just putting them on. Silky Slinky Carol. Yeah. I finally used up my peppermint, both my peppermint and my lavender or acacia sprays that I like so much, so I need a replacement for that. Getting back to yesterday's skincare point at the end about, you know, my fondness for moisturizing and the moisturizing principles, I got a question today on my Instagram about, can you over moisturize and potentially worsen acne? Is there such a thing as too much moisturization? Using things like the Hydro Boost hyaluronic acid gel and the differin balancing moisturizer, lotions and things like this that have a high water content and contain emollients in them and humectants that do not clog pores. No, you really can't overdo it on this, and this is essential to keeping the skin barrier hydrated and intact. Where you can run into problems, however, with moisturizing and moisturizing too much is when you bring in heavily oil-based products. Now, that's not to say that you flip the ingredients over and you see oil present, that means that that it's all bad. I'm talking about oil at concentrations that make something reclusive, like Vaseline or my good old CeraVe healing ointment. If I were putting this all over my face, I would probably have an acneiform irritant reaction, because this is occlusive and does clog pores. Where you can also get into problems, however, and many of you verbalize in the comments that you're rather fond of oil-based cleansers and oil-based moisturizers. And I too am intrigued by the idea of using an oil-based cleanser to remove dirt, oil, and makeup. But as I always say, I like the idea of coming in with a gentle wash to remove the oil, because where you can run into problems are by leaving oils on the face, because our little friend Malassezia, who is a yeast that naturally lives on everyone's skin and is a important part of our skin biology, he thrives in oil, okay? And so where you can run into problems are if you suffer from something called seborrheic dermatitis, which is kind of driven by too much of this guy, and this guy like being a little bit too comfy on the skin, for lack of a better description. Oils left on the face can predisposed to flares and recalcitrance of the skin problems. Also, oils left in the scalp, a lot of ointments and greases in the scalp can make him just a little too happy and cause dandruff. Rashes on the body can be caused by him. I hope that individual who left the question there is watching this and found that helpful. But anyways, guys, I'm going to conclude the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!